Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome to Fantasy Forecast for Sunday, October 30th, 2016. Just a quick recap of yesterday. I'm going to get this done really fast. The shorter the video, the faster it uploads. Losing tickets yesterday, guys. Taking a loss, had 2 in a row there, and I was hoping for 3, but it didn't happen. First to admit it, there was a last-minute change on the lineup that I tweeted about 20 minutes before. I was trying to take advantage of Patty Mills getting the start. Didn't really pay off for me, though. 25 points for Mills was good at his $3,900 price, but Lawson didn't perform. The Greek Freak didn't when I spent up. Crab was okay, but James didn't perform for his price. Leonard didn't perform. Aldridge didn't perform, and that's just kind of where it sits. So it was a losing, and that happens. We need to get the data down. And for instance, when we move on to today's lineup, this originally had another player in here at power forward. Aldridge, again, I liked him against Miami, but I couldn't do it because he's out. There's another reason why I film these things so close to lock sometimes too. You never really know how it's going to land. So, okay, move on to today here. We have Westbrook, $13,000. It's choke point. I'm not kidding, guys, but let me put it to you guys a different way. Let's go back to those scores again, and let's back at the ones from the 330 there from 2 days ago. And I said if you didn't have Westbrook, you would have screwed yourself. He was only 22% owned at $12,000 because he was expensive. But if you had him, and you threw on your Davis as well, what kind of ownership was that? 42? Davis was very highly owned. You won. It didn't even matter what the heck else did, really. I mean, as long as it was decent picks. So, for the same strategy again today, because you can't win a cash game without Westbrook, especially against the Lakers. I mean, yeah, they're going to get blown out, but Westbrook does everything for them. The only way Westbrook gets OKC gets the blowout is if Westbrook is the one scoring 50 points. And, well, if he goes down 50 points, he's going to have like 75 fantasy points. He's still a good play today with the Laker opponent. And so I can't pass him on a cash game. Moving on the point guard position, I have Dragic today. With that absence noted for San Antonio, you're going to have Leonard basically doing everything, kind of like Westbrook does everything. And so I have Leonard in there, but I'll take the flip side of it today. I'll go ahead and go against San Antonio as well and say it'll be closer because losing Aldridge is going to hurt them. I mean, I know they're a well-rounded team, but you can't pull out big cogs and not see a small, noticeable decline, if you average all those games together over a course of a season. So let's just take advantage of that for today. So I got Dragic in there. I like him for about a 35 fantasy point game. I mean, he's the second scoring option on Miami anyways, behind the Beard. So, shot guard today. I got Eric Gordon and I got Wesley Matthews. That's an intriguing position, guys. You can definitely do other choices besides Eric Gordon. Klay Thompson, I like him today to put up a better game. And I think the Freak can bounce back from yesterday's decline. Even Harden could have a good game. Dallas and Houston are probably going to play a fast game. It's just a question of what you can afford there. A Westbrook-Harden combo could win tournaments today. So could a Westbrook-Leonard combo if Leonard has a 55-60 point game. You never know. That's why I've always said in this, bets light for these first few games until we've got 5 games of data down. And once we have 5 games of data down for all teams, you can kind of start to average a little bit. You see home and away performances, and we've shaken out the very first week of injuries. There are guys get injured, they're just glass. We all know it. Anyways, okay, Wesley Matthews, faster-paced game. I don't like taking him, but I needed someone that fit at this point. It was the last choice that I'd made when I filled out the lineup for this, because I wanted to get Leonard, and I wanted to get T.J. Warren. There wasn't even a question for me with T.J. Warren with the minute run that he's seeing at Golden State and Phoenix. That is a really fast-paced game. I mean, they could do another 120, 110 game. No problem. So the thing about Golden State is it's tough with Durant there now, too. It seems like they're all getting hurt a little bit because they have to share the ball. Okay, guys. That went through the small forward position. We got... Let's see what else there is on the board there. You got KD at the top, 97. I think he's still a little expensive for that, but I mean, if he puts up another average 60 points fantasy-wise, obviously it's a 6 times value. It's like you have to find a way to get him in. If you feel that way, drop Leonard and You can probably compromise a bit on Dragic if you needed to, or compromise on Markieff Morris possibly, or maybe even compromise Zebo. The power forward position is a little fluid today. These are just solid cash choices based on their games. And so if you needed to take Durant in here and lose 4,600, yeah, you can drop Kwame. And it takes you all the way to Ennis. But that's not bad if he's really averaging 22 points on a Memphis team. Look at that, 16. You think he can get another 27 minutes today for his last game? I think fantasy-wise, it ain't so bad. Really. Guy puts up 20 points, it's 5 times value. It'll lock your lineup through. So you can definitely run this today. I'll save that change real fast. So, but at the point guard position, you'd have Westbrook and Dragic for sure. You want to lock those guys, I would think. Eric Gordon and Wesley Matthews, I'm okay with locking them in too because I think it's a faster-paced game and that they'll score high. I'm just going for opponents here on the first couple of days. I have to think logically just about the way basketball's played, who's in and who's out, that kind of stuff. I don't have 5 games a day to rely on. I'm guessing on their minutes. At small forward, I just pulled in Ennis right there because if you take KD and you think he's a lock, there's your lineup for it. Otherwise, your edit would be, let's go back to what I had before. Don't confuse people. Take Kwame today because I think he's the heart and soul of the team with Aldridge out today. I don't know how you fit that without that. I mean, I guess you can cut on Zebo and Markieff Morris. But I mean, a minimum price player is $3,500, so you're going to drop both these guys to minimum basically just to make it fit. It could be done though. You lose $2,100 on this one and $2,500 on that one. Actually, it could be done perfectly if you took 2 minimum priced guys. And this is what I tell you guys about like playing around with your lineups, and when I give you guys a couple different choices, this is when, if you know your basketball, you know it better than me. Guys, if you live in the city of your team plays, you know it better than me, believe me. You watch those games all the time. There's too much of it to see. Do you know what I mean? So don't even stress that part of it. You definitely know better than me. You know, make the change and just do it. I'm giving a cash lineup here, but you might see a winning tournament lineup with all the nuggets of advice that you've picked up all across the day. Run it, guys. That's the one you run in your tournament. This, I'm just giving you guys a cash lineup. And it will lose sometimes, like it did yesterday. I mean, I try to hit, 65, 75%, but sometimes I'm going to lose, and I freely admit it, and I'll even show you guys, I lose real money too. It happens. Where's my history? 5-player, how much that would pet? $3 on that one, $4, $5, $6, a 50-50. I do take my own advice too. Most of my money's in the 50-50. So that's like, how much for yesterday? 1, 4, 5, 10, 12, 15. $15. It's not a huge day, but it's not a bad day. Oh, I got NFL running right now. That's horrible. It's not even my bet. I don't really like NFL. Not at the moment. Anyways. Okay, let's go back. We can't save that change, so just cancel the discard the changes. Oh, I didn't change that Ennis back. Sorry about that, guys. Let me go ahead and change that real fast. I'm doing this on the fly and real fast, like I said, so I apologize for how this comes out, but I do my best and just try to do it as fast as I can and publish it to you guys. So, and I'm coming to the 10-minute mark, so I got to make this real fast here. Okay, Westbrook and Dragic at point guard. I went through the rest of the positions there. Eric Gordon and Wesley Matthews at shot guard. I went through that position. Kwame Leonard and TJ Warren, I went through that position. Zebo and Morris. This one I said is fluid, guys, if you want to play around. With Aldridge out, though, Nowitzki could be a little limited in minutes today, so watch that pick. I mean, I'm not sure if he gets hot. They might leave him in anyways, but it all depends on how he feels. Draymond Green, he dipped quite a bit in his last game. He could bounce back against like a fast-paced and bad Phoenix team, but we don't know where all these minutes are really going to start landing with Golden State. With them, I almost want to see 10 games drop down, but you can't play fantasy without you got to take some risks sometimes. So you can play Draymond today, just right at the top of the ticket. You can drop all the way down. You can look at Harris. Don't look at Randall today. You can look at Parker as well instead of Zebo if you don't like Zebo. I just think that Memphis and Washington will play a faster. Well, Washington plays faster. Memphis is like kind of slow actually, but Zebo will probably be one of the main guys that scores for them today. because Washington will let them. They'll just want to come back quick and get it over with. And should be a fun game to watch, actually, when I think about that. Okay, I got Markeith Morris there. Same thing on the other side, and I do think they'll run faster. I think he'll do just fine, guys. I would definitely be having Morris in your lineups today. And Adams at your center. There's no problem with taking OKC guys today because, guys, it's the Lakers, okay? So if you want to stack up, I got Westbrook and Adams there, but I would have at least 2, if not 3 players today. I'm from Los Angeles, guys. I love the Lakers, but they're not that good. Not with Kobe gone. We're in another year of rebuilding over here. But that's okay, guys. You can make fun of me and the Lakers and the Pelicans for this season, and we'll see how they come next season. All right. That is Fantasy Forecast for today. I've got to make it real short, guys. Remember, I tweet last-minute changes. I sent a lineup change with the last 20 minutes because I was trying to take advantage of something. You gotta follow me on Twitter at MikeMiller78. I will leave a link in the descriptions. I got a comment about that, and that's brilliant. I should do that. All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Sorry about losing yesterday, but I try to give choices and show you guys the way to run. Oh, I didn't run through center real fast. Sorry. Center position besides Adams. Whiteside's a play. Drummond, not so much. Gasol, not so much at that price. I want him to drop more. Still be avoiding Gasol, the other Gasol. Gortat, I'd avoid 2 today. Just because I want to see him prove himself before. You know, he could put up 40 today and just prove me wrong there. That would be the wild card. Monroe is intriguing, but yeah, I still like Adams with his matchup. The matchup is just better. Okay, that is the center position review. Wow, I did that fast. All right, final review. Westbrook and Dragic at point guard. Gordon and Matthews at center. Leonard and Warren at the small forward. Zebo and Morris at the power forward. And Adams for your center. And remember, that's in single entry cash games only. And be betting small, guys, because we don't have 5 games of data. All right, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe, like, enjoy, leave comments below. I try to comment on them once a day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.